This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday what we have discussed here. So yesterday we discussed about this just recap of file system DFS and even some HDFS as well. And within the HDFS we discussed the three concepts. One is block size and replication factor and metadata, right? And after that, even we have defined the uh, Hadoop definition. What is the Hadoop definition which I have defined? Hadoop is an open source Java-based programming framework that supports the processing of large datasets in a distributed environment. Okay, Hadoop is an open source Java-based programming framework that supports the processing of large datasets in a distributed environment, or we can say that distributed computing environment. Anything is fine. Okay. So nothing but finally, if you want to store huge amount of data, currently we're having Hadoop is one of the best solution to store this whatever the amount of data we're getting. So here they're following with the concept called as a cluster. So within the cluster, they need to maintain a group of machines in a single network, whether it is can be a physical cluster or cloud computing point of view as well. I mean Azure or AWS. It can be anything. Okay. So now after that we discussed about we have started some basics of this Apache Hadoop installation, right? Apache Hadoop installation. So we discussed about uh, generally we are installing Hadoop on Linux operating system, right? And we are having different flavors or distributions of Linux operating system. So they are, one is CentOS, second one is Linux Mint, Fedora, Elementary OS, Ubuntu, and last one is Red Hat. So we're having so many things. Okay, so this different flavors of Linux operating system. We're having so many flavors. Okay, but most of the times we are using some CentOS or Ubuntu, which are a completely open source. And if you're going with Red Hat, this is a paid version. Okay, which is a more secure. So if you go with any flavor, any flavor of these things, so completely it is a different when compared to Windows. So Linux is a more secure operating system when compared to Windows here. Okay. So from the above distributions of Linux operating system, we are going with Ubuntu operating system. We are going with Ubuntu operating system. But before going with Ubuntu operating system, before going with Ubuntu operating system, we need to install one more software called as VirtualBox. So it can be Oracle VirtualBox or VMware. Anything is fine. Okay. So why we are going with this software here? So most of our laptops already we have configured the Windows operating system, and even we are habituated for that. We are habituated with Windows operating system, right? So in order to, if you don't want to format the existing operating system, Windows operating system, or within a single system, if you want to get a multiple operating system features, right? So then we need to go for a software called as a VirtualBox. So there is no, within a single laptop, you can use a multiple OS. So that is the reason we are going with Oracle VirtualBox, which I have discussed yesterday, right? And even we have discussed some diagram as well. How we are doing this installation part. So let me represent it once again. So here first of all we're having some on top of this. We're already having one operating system that is nothing but a Windows operating system, right? So we need to install Oracle VirtualBox, or we can install VMware software. Anything is fine. So on top of that, we need to install Linux operating system, and distribution of Linux operating system is, which flavor we are installing here? Ubuntu. Okay. On top of that, we need to install Hadoop software. On top of that, we need to install Hadoop software. So here, first of all, this we first two steps we're having already. We are configured with most of the users having Windows operating system, right? So now we need to install Oracle VirtualBox, and after that we need to install Linux operating system. On top of that, we need to install Hadoop software. Okay, so
This conference will now be recorded.
yesterday, I have sent this a couple of links, right, to download the respective softwares, if you remember, right? So but uh, still if you are not downloaded, right, or if you require some more information on this software, so we can go with, so type some Oracle VirtualBox. So this Oracle VirtualBox, it will take time to download. Okay, so for Windows 10, so it depends upon your internet speed as well. So here we need to go with Windows host here. We need to go with Windows host. So why we are going with Windows host means so simple, because within the Windows operating system we are installing. For suppose you're already having some Linux operating system and flavor is, let us assume as Ubuntu. So now you want to get some one more flavor, maybe some CentOS, right? So then we need to go with OS. Okay, Linux distributions. So like that, it depends upon your requirement. Okay, so I already downloaded this one, same version. So latest version I have downloaded 5.2.18. So let us install this Oracle VirtualBox, and before that everybody need to do parallelly. Okay, so those who already downloaded this software, so do it parallelly. Okay, any questions till now?
This conference will now be recorded.
So after downloading, so you're going to get like this. Just click on open. So everybody need to do parallelly. Okay. So if you're facing some any errors or issues, so please let me know immediately. Okay. So we're going to solve it and we can go for further. Okay, so it is pointing. So if you want to change this, this is a default location. So whenever if you are installing any software, not only Oracle VirtualBox. So if you are installing some different softwares, right? So definitely it will take the default path. This is the default path what we are having. So if you want to change it, you can change it. It depends upon you. Okay. So click on next. So just it will create some shortcuts on our desktop, right? So if you want, you can click on these things. Click on next. Yes. Proceed with the installation now. Yes. Install. Okay. So click on finish. So like this, you're going to get. Okay. So here, just I have previously I had told you now. So nothing but I already configured this Hadoop. So that is the same thing. It is came once again. So let me remove this one. Okay, it is done. So now what we have done, so we have installed Oracle VirtualBox software successfully in our Windows operating system. Okay, so everybody's installed the software. Any problem? It will not be any problem. It will be easy only. Anybody installed?
Yes, sir. I installed,
Okay, is it fine?
but I couldn't open that.
Okay, what about remaining?
Oh, we are getting nice.
Wait. Now is it fine?
Okay.
Okay, fine. So if you are not responding, how we can
Hello.
do? Yes.
Somebody was not muted. Still, we are getting nice.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so there is nothing but note 1 and note 2. So the softwares in which we installed in Windows operating system, it will take a default location which I have discussed you already as C drive. Default location as C drive. Okay.
Okay.
Now if we want to change it, if we want to change this default location in Oracle VirtualBox. In Oracle VirtualBox, so please follow these respective steps. What are the steps which I'm going to explain you? So here why we are changing this default location is only one reason is, but suppose if some unknown reasons, if you are formatting your Windows operating system or your laptop, so then what will be happen? Entire C data is going to be gone. So that is the reason we are pointing to a different location, so that even though if you are formatting your system, so there is no chance of losing this Oracle VirtualBox. Because within the Oracle VirtualBox only we are installing, Hadoop, Hive, HBase, Peak, so many softwares here. Okay, so once if you lost this Oracle VirtualBox, it is again burden to you to reinstall all these things. So that is the only reason why we are changing this default location to some different location here. Okay, so let me change it. So I'm not changing because for me it is only one drive, only C drive is there. Okay, so I don't have multiple drives. So if you want to change it, so go to file, preferences. Okay, so if you observe here, default machine folder is this is the thing what it is showing, right? So you can go with other, so you can configure your own path, so whatever the path you want. Okay, so then click on select folder and just click on yes, that's it. So nothing will be there. I mean, nothing will be there means just my suggestion is, so go to some D drive or E drive and just try to create one folder as a Oracle virtual box, folder name as a Oracle virtual box. So try to point that respective folder. Okay, but for me it is only one drive, only C drive I'm having. That is the reason I'm not changing. So is this point is fine? Okay, so just I'm not changing anything. So one more important point. Now we need to configure. Now we need to configure hard disk, and RAM for the Oracle virtual box. Okay, so now we need to configure hard disk and RAM. So generally, whenever if you are formatting the Windows, so we are providing the respective space for each and every drives, right? Same way here also we need to configure this hard disk and RAM for the whatever the operating system in which you need to configure. So here I want to configure Linux operating system. For this Linux operating system, so how much hard disk I want to provide or how much RAM you want to provide, you can configure manually here. Okay, so for this, so just go to this VM, click on new. So first of all, you can name of your operating system. So just I'm giving as a Hadoop. So here we are going with Linux, right? So select as a Linux. So these are the different, so many flavors here. So here Windows, within Windows again we're having so many flavors. Within the Linux again so many flavors. Solaris, so some IBM, Mac like that, right? So I'm going with uh, Linux operating system. So type is here. So within the Linux these many flavors is there. Okay, but here I'm going with Ubuntu 64-bit. Ubuntu 64 bit. Okay, so click on next. So here you need to allocate RAM. So here I'm giving some 3 GB or 4 GB RAM, 4 into 1024. How much? So just I want to give 4096. 4096. Okay, 1 GB is equal to 1024 MB, right? So I want to give 4 GB of RAM for this respective operating system. Or you can, no, now only we need to change. So if you are having a some 4 GB of RAM, so just you can provide as a 2 GB. Yes, yes, you can give. So it depends upon your RAM. Okay, so 4 GB, if you are using some 8 GB of RAM, so then you can provide 4 GB. So for suppose if you are using RAM itself 4 GB, then you can provide 2 GB. It depends upon you. Okay, click on next. So here, if you observe, so now we need to configure this hard disk as well. So create a virtual hard disk now. So the recommended size of hard disk is minimum is 10 GB. So even you can configure this 10 GB as well. So if you don't want, Okay, so even you can change this 10 GB as well. Okay, so now here we are creating some VDA, nothing but virtual disk image. Okay, so for installation of OS. And next, so here for suppose your whatever that is a default hard disk size is 10 GB. After 10 GB, for suppose you have used this 10 GB of space. So now what will happen is, so within this Linux operating system, one advantage is, so hard disk will grow dynamically based upon your usage. Okay. So if you select here dynamically allocated means, so once your hard disk space is done, so it will allocate dynamically. So if you go with the fixed size means it will not allocate. So choose always dynamically allocated. Okay. So, and here you can configure the space, hard disk space as well. So just I want to give some 40 GB. Okay, so 40 GB I have given out of 2 terabyte. So next click on create. Now it will take some time to create here based upon our configurations.
Hi sir,
Yes.
yeah, this is Babu joining today onwards.
Mm-hmm.
So actually I missed
This conference will now be recorded.
So now you need to start this VM. Okay, so here what we have done till now, so just we have created a OS, not complete OS here, it is a partial OS only, just with some name as a Hadoop, because we did not install this what we call, if you observe the previous screenshot, so just we have installed only VirtualBox, that's it, with the VirtualBox with some RAM and hard disk. We did not install this Linux operating system with Ubuntu as a flavor or distribution. Okay, so just you need to start this one, just you go with your normal start. See here. So once whenever you are starting, right? So it is asking uh, this Ubuntu operating system .iso file. So it is asking Ubuntu ISO file. So ISO file yesterday I have mentioned you one link. Otherwise you can download it again from this. So go to Ubuntu ISO file for Oracle VirtualBox. See here, go to this link and you need to click on this one. Okay, click on download. Okay, so this link also yesterday I have provided you. So same file I have downloaded, and this is the respective file. This is the file which I have downloaded. Okay, so here I am selecting this respective file. Okay, so if you want to select this .iso file, okay, so just click on this folder button. So just you can choose this one, open. Okay, so click on start. So now on top of this Oracle VirtualBox, Ubuntu operating system is going to install. I mean Linux operating system is going to install, and the flavor is Ubuntu. Okay, so it will ask some couple of things, so we need to configure each and everything, and it will take time to configure as well. Please be patient. So here, just you need to click on install Ubuntu. Okay. So click on this install Ubuntu. So you can select this language. So it is a nothing but just to select as a English US. Okay. So click on continue. So here, if you go with this options, if you want, so it is a nothing. So just here, if you go with the minimum installation, normal installation, so just go with the normal installation. Okay, so minimum installation, maybe it will not support maybe some more softwares if you want to install, and other options. So download updates while installing Ubuntu. This is also it is recommended. Okay, so if you want to update some latest features from the Ubuntu server, right? So just this thing also recommended. Okay, just click on continue. See here, so here erase disk and install Ubuntu. Okay, so here it is showing some warning message as well. So one important point is, so first of all, it will not erase any data when you if you compare with Windows operating system. Okay, because on top of Windows only we have installed Oracle. On top of that we have installing Linux, right? So it will not erase any data on your local operating system. I mean on your Windows operating system, it will not erase any data. That is sure. Okay, so no need to worry about this option. Just click on install now. Okay, so just click on continue. So it will take some couple of minutes, okay, to install successful installation of Ubuntu operating system. So you can select India, anything, whatever thing you want. You can continue. So here, whatever the name you want, you can configure your name. So I want to give some name as Hadoop Apache. I want to give name as Hadoop Apache. So this thing you want to, if you want, you can remove this one. Okay. So provide the password. So in which you need to remember. So if you forgot the password, so we don't have any alternative. Again, we need to uninstall this Oracle box. We need to configure manually. Okay. So password is very important. Okay, so click on continue here. So now it will take time to install this one. So everything is done. So now it will going to configure manually. I mean, sorry, now it will configure whatever the necessary files are necessary. I mean, minimum basic things. So if you want to operate any operating system, minimum things you're going to get it now. Okay. So is it fine till now? So who are installing, you have got parallelly this step as well. So meanwhile, any doubts of anybody, let me know. If I delete virtual box, can Ubuntu OS delete automatically? So most of the time it will delete. Okay, so sometimes, so whenever if you're installing one more time, right, like virtual box, so you're going to get whatever the username you have configured most of the times. Yes. Okay. So if you observe my virtual box, right? So here I already got this uh, Hadoop by default. Again, I have deleted and I have configured as a freshly, right? If you observe, Raghavendra.
Okay.
Okay. So any doubts? Not only this session, previous session. Any doubts? If you have, let me know. Meanwhile, we'll discuss that doubts, and it will take some time to configure. So all of you are installing parallelly.
No, sure. We'll do it later.
Okay. See, so installation is completed. You need to restart in order to use the new installation. Okay, so just I need to restart the machine, and whoever the installation is parallel doing, so you also need to restart your machine here. Okay, so today just I'm stopping here. Okay, I hope these concepts are fine for you.
Yeah, okay.
So everybody's getting my voice?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
just yes, yes. And I think my internet is somewhat it is, I don't know why it is not connecting. This is my main internet. Okay, so just I connected with my mobile. Okay, fine. So if I restart means everything, my laptop itself will shut down. It is going to restart once again. So till now, what we have done is so so only this Linux operating only we have done. Okay, we have not yet done it Hadoop software. Okay, so on top of this Linux operating system, we need to install Hadoop software. Still, we not yet done. So that thing tomorrow I'm going to install. I mean this concept tomorrow we're going to do it. Okay, so tomorrow timings is 7 a.m. Same timing 7 a.m. and the same link. So there is no change in the link. Yes, we have session on tomorrow. Any problem on tomorrow session?
No problem.
No problem, right? So tomorrow we can take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we can take it at same at 7 a.m. on the same link. You can use it. So and if any changes in the link, so I will update you before 1 hour. Okay, so if anybody still not at mail to me, I mean your mail address. So provide your mail address as well, and even I will take from admin department too. And anything is required apart from that, apart from this, I
No.
hope I have shared the screenshots of my classes.
No, Shiva, yeah, we are good. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Any, I mean, if you are having any doubt in this concept still now,
No, no.
okay. If anybody is not getting any concept, let me know so that we can discuss on weekends. Okay.
Yes, I just send my mail ID.
Okay, I will take it.
Yeah. Babu
Yes,
290.
sure, sure. So anything is required apart from that from my end, any of you? Okay, I hope you have
So,
enjoyed this
please,
session.
so
And
please
yes,
ask them to mute. Hello.
yes, yes, tell me.
Please ask them to mute everyone when the session is started. Really, it was irritating. Continuously, we are getting nice from other side.
Which noise actually you're getting?
The children's nice. I think somebody was joining from home itself.
Okay, it may my from my end. Actually, the thing is, I have taken the flat. I mean, in
Okay.
Hyderabad, maybe some
Okay.
we can say that maybe some watchman's doctor or something like that. So it may be some 5 to 10 minutes only. Apart from that, you will not get. So I will
Oh,
make session in the another session, another room as well. Okay, possible.
oh, okay, no
Okay.
problem. No problem, sir.
No, no
Okay, no
problem.
problem.
So I think it
Actually,
is.
in other side. That's it. Okay, no problem.
No, no.
Okay. No.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. No
Okay,
problem.
anyway, I'm going to share the recordings. Okay, so I will check with the admin. So I will get the all the recordings from admin team, and I will share you from my mail ID. Most of today I'm going to share. So just go to the session. Still, if you're having any doubts or if you find some disturbance in getting the concept, let me know. We can discuss individually on weekends. Okay, because we are taking sessions only on Monday to Friday. Weekends I will not take. So I will take only backups who are not attending session. So apart from that, if you are having any doubts, we can discuss on weekends. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Thank you all of you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye.